Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called, It Will Not Tarry, right? It will not tarry. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges, and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. All right. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called, It Will Not Tarry. You got, some folks out here in Israel, talking about it's going to be 1,000 years, right? It could be, right? 1,000 years before Yahawashi returns, right? Now in 1,000 years. Right, but we know through these prophecies that the times are short, all right? And the times are going to be shortened for the elect's sake, right? The scriptures talk about that, right? But I want to talk about this right here, right? This is independent, right? It says scientists reviewing Musk Neuralink are fired, then rehired from FDA following a flurry of DOJ cuts, right? It says, so scientists reviewing medical devices for Musk company Neuralink, who lost their job in a flurry of Food and Drug Administration firings, have already been hired back, right? According to reports. Okay, it says the FDA is attempting to claw back around 300 staffers after Musk's Department of Government Efficiency axed thousands of jobs from the Department of Health and Human Services, told readers. It says, Slovakia. It says earlier this month, it was announced that 5,200 probationary employees across its agencies, which include National Institutes of Health, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, and the FDA, were being let go. It says at least 11 of the FDA's Center for Device of Radiological Health, which oversees medical device reviews, have been rehired, sources told readers. Insiders described the process as abrupt and haphazard to health news outlet Stat. It says as workers weighed up whether or not to return, it was not known who ordered the firings and the rehirings. It says, I get, right, that the Trump administration office are trying to do the Silicon Valley move fast, break things, right? It says one scientist who was rehired told readers, but how are you going to be able to hire good people when you're not offering Silicon Valley stock or pay, and you've taken away their stability? Okay. It says the billionaire's computer brain interface company Neuralink develops brain implants that aim to allow people with paralysis to operate an electronic device using only their thoughts. It says the implants have been registered for 2 U.S. trials with the FDA, and the agency has the power to halt a trial at any time, right? Now you're seeing why, they're doing this, right? You people thinking that, they're doing this to save money and government efficiency, right? But remember, these are the people who regulate the process to say, hey, yay or nay, that this is good, right? And what did they try to do? They tried to delete them, fire them, right? So guess what? Now they can kind of push that agenda. You got to kind of watch and see what's going on, right? It says the implants have been registered for 2 U.S. trials with the FDA, and the agency has the power to halt a trial at any time. It says eyebrows were raised earlier this month when the FDA official overseeing the team that reviews Neuralink implants, Ross Sagan, was let go. It is not known whether the former director of Office of Product Evaluation and Quality of FDA's Medical Device Center has been rehired. It says in 2023, the FDA initially rejected the company's request to begin clinical trials over safety concerns. Some of the roles let go by the FDA are not funded by the American taxpayer. It also emerged last week, but are paid for by medical device companies. The latest rehirings follow a similar episode last week where Dodge scrambled to bring back some of the nation's top nuclear specialists after they were let go. Sources told CNN that DOJ staffs apparently did not realize the National Nuclear Security Administration oversees America's nuclear weapons stockpile when the employees were fired. The terminations were quickly rescinded, CNN reports. All right. It says the workers that were fired because no one had taken any time to understand what they do and the importance of our work to the nation's national security, one source told CNN. As many as 400 workers from the agency were fired within a broader employee termination at the Energy Department as part of Musk government cost slashing, sources CNN and Bloomberg. Congress is freaking out because it appears DOJ didn't really realize the NNSA oversees the nuclear stockpile, another source told the network. All right. And this is why it's like you see, man, they're understand this, right? Let's go to this real quick. This is why you got to continue to be a watchman and to watch what's going on. All right. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Right? It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And ultimately, what the scriptures say, matter of fact, let's get that. Right. We're not ignorant to these devices. So, we see stuff, and then you're also trying to figure out what that underlying meaning is. What's really going on, right? 68:4. I think it's Salakia 64. Salakia. And 8, right? This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. All right. And we see what they're trying to do, right? Underhandedly, right? They're trying to we got to slash all these government jobs, blah, 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 right? And what do you throw in? You throw in that FDA. Why? Because that FDA is the ones who can say yay or nay to, the approval of pushing what? That Revelation 13 and 16. Let's get this, okay? Right? Understand what's going on, all right? Open your eyes and make sure that you're seeing, all right? And then along with that, we're just, if we fire a mass group of people, right, and that can kind of slip through and we can go ahead and push that, right? We're not ignorant, man, all right? But then understanding that, then they didn't realize that what, right? You got people who oversee the nuclear stockpile, and you just threw them in that whole thing, right? Because what? They're business people. They're all about this business. They're all about pushing what? This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse number 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What is the one that he's using? The one that's going into the forehead. All right. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And we know that mark, Kadagma, is physical, right? And it's talking about that micro C-hip that they're trying to implant everybody with, all right? And they're trying to get this thing on the roll, all right? Understand, right? You're talking about you got from now to 1,000 years. Hey, they're trying to get this thing rolling now, all right? I seen it was another article that somebody else had brought out where they were talking about maybe 2030 that they were going to, push, they're trying to do this now, okay? And we're not ignorant to that, right? And we know, that they're trying to push this right? And you got to understand and see what they're doing, right? So what are they doing? Mass firing people, right? And in that, they're trying to throw in those folks who are standing in the way of getting that process going, all right? And the FDA is in charge of approving or saying, this can be used. So if you get rid of them, right, what happens? Now you can push that agenda full throttle, all right? Let's get that. Revelation 12 and verse number 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? At this point, he doesn't care who. Hey, everybody's got to go, right? But they'll put it in a little soft little, well, listen, we're going to save, the government millions and billions of dollars by letting these people go and this, that, and the other, right? Well, ultimately, their true agenda is to push Revelation 13:16, all right? This physical, right, implementation, right? This physical implant, which is an implement, which is what they want to do, right? This is pushing towards their NWO, or their New World Order, all right? And we're not ignorant to that. We're not ignorant to their devices, all right? So, and we know that they're trying to do this sooner than later. They'll say, yeah, we're not going to do this till 2020, but they know they want to do it now, all right? And this is coming, sooner than later. All right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. And I'll start verse number 2. And it says, and Yahawah Bahasham answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. All right. What does it say? Right. So we, as watchmen, we look at these things that are going on. Right. And we make note of it. All right. 64 is verse number 6. Verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue fall upon them, and all that see them shall flee away. All right, because you've been warned, right? And we're warning the people of the dangers to come. All right, and it's coming soon, right? It's not taking no 1,000 years. All right, they're trying to push this agenda ASAP. All right. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And Yahawah Bahasham answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that seeth it. All right. And run with that correct message. And that correct message is, hey, this is coming. This is right down the pipeline, right? This ain't taking no 1,000 years. All right. This is coming soon and very soon. And they're trying to be deceptive about how but ultimately they're going to push this. Okay. So by doing mass firings and throwing in people that who are stopping this agenda, right, is what their process is doing. Okay. And they don't care who's in front of it. Right. You already see that Esau, these top elite, these banking families, these top elites, they don't care about their lesser Edomite, counterparts. They could care less. They're gonna push this agenda. All right. And they're utilizing who? Nero and his little buddy. All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And where are we? We're at the end. And it is speaking. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, but it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay. And we know, right, that ultimately, this pushing this, once the MOTB is pushed, hey, this stuff is going quick, fast, lightning fast. All right. And they're right at that cusp of it. Okay. All right. So this is what we continue to watch for. All right. Because this stuff is coming. All right. And they're being sneaky and deceptive about it. That's why the scriptures tell you never trust your enemy. Right. For as iron rusteth, so if his wickedness. Right. They're in that agenda talking about, oh, yeah, we can give everybody, $5,000, for the money that we're saving. Right. Yeah. And then how they going to, they're going to push it, and then how they going to push it to you? How they going to push it to you? They might try to give it to you with that, listen, watch and see what's going on. Okay. Because these devils, they're sneaky. But guess what? You know, the men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have that eye salve to watch and to have that cautious, right? You know, that cautious spirit to discern and think about things that are going on. Okay, that everybody else is not looking at. Oh yeah, they just firing a lot of people, right? Right? Then you read these, you know, and the thing about it, they always talk about it, right? You watch these articles. That's why looking at these articles and then reading and understanding the prophecies and things that's going on, it's right there. It's plain upon tables. All right. What their agenda was. They were trying to push that, right, without anybody seeing it or noticing it. And once that FDA is gone, what? Then they can push that thing full throttle. All right. And start this NWO. All right. So I just wanted to do this quick lesson, right? Lord's will, this was edifying. Right. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying, keep watching. All right. Keep watching. And as a watchman, warn the people of the things that are about to come. All right. We continue to prophesy. Right. And guess what? We prophesy of doom. Right. Doom means destruction and death. And that's what's coming. All right. Because that's what's prophesied through the scriptures. All right. And to the rest of the elect, stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. Right. And with that, I'll say shalom.